guys, it's Carl Brown again for guitarlessons365.com. Today we'll learn how to play all the chords to Mr. Jones by the Counting Crows. So yeah, I'm doing this on acoustic, but feel free to do it on electric or acoustic or whatever. Basically, I have 3 different chord progressions to learn. We're in standard tuning, nothing too difficult here. Let's start with the opening, the verse here. Now we have an A minor chord here, but what he's doing is what I just did. He's hitting the low E string in the base of that A minor chord, so it turns it into an A minor in second inversion. So don't worry about all that stuff. Basically, just play an A minor chord and let the 6th string ring with it too. It just makes it easier. All right. From there, we go to an F major bar chord, the only hard chord of the whole song, really. All right. So if you don't know what that is, full bar at the 1st fret, 3rd fret on the A, 3rd fret on the D, and then 2nd fret on that G string. All right. Then we go to a D minor chord, and then follow it with a G chord. Now, if you don't know your open position chords, these basic chords, you might want to check out some lessons on that at the guitarlessons365.com. In the beginner section, you'll find all the charts for these and how to play them. So we have basically A minor with the E in the bass, to F, D minor, to G. Well, let's go through that again with the A minor, to the F. But it's the second time through, instead of going to that D minor, you're going to go straight to the G and play it twice as long. Now this particular G they're playing in this part of the song, at least, is the one where you're actually playing 3rd fret on the B and the E together. So all together for that verse. Alright, so for you guys who get really confused with the strumming patterns and stuff, I'm a big believer in not really trying to rely on the strumming pattern itself, because really the pattern is down up in continuous flowing motion. It never stops. Now you're not going to hit the strings every single time. That is what defines the actual rhythm, but you should be using your ear for when you actually hit the strings and when you don't. If you just did it with one chord. See, sometimes I'm missing the strings, but I'm keeping the momentum going, like your arm is just a metronome. Because what these songs are, there's no definitive, most of the time, a right-hand rhythm pattern. It's just, it's just kind of in the groove, in the rhythm of the song, which is an 8th note strumming feel. So he's not thinking down, up, up, down, up, up. He's not thinking that. He's just thinking, I'm going to keep my arm moving, and when I want to hear it, I'm going to hit it. And sometimes you're also going to accent the note. So that's what you want to get used to. If you want to work on strumming and just take out all the confusion, don't count it so much. Just feel it. Just keep a nice steady motion on one chord. And practice, different rhythms. Hear rhythms in your mind. There's always a strum for it. Just hear dum bum 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 bum. I'm gonna hit him when I hear. Just see if you can hum a rhythm like that and hit the strings when you're making those to match the hums. But the hand never stops, even if you're hitting the strings or not. And then sometimes you're gonna accent the strings, which also changes the sound of the rhythm too. So that's what you want to think about with these basic rhythms. So you just take it to those same chords. Obviously, doing this with chord changes is a lot more difficult, but that's what practice is for. And then G. So that's the full verse, and it takes us to the chorus after a couple times through, and here's what the chorus sounds like. You can see I'm keeping the same kind of rhythmic feel there. So we're just basically just playing a C major chord to that F bar again. And then we go to a G again. It's just 3 chords here for this chorus, repeated. The G is played twice as long as the other chords. But we're doing the G that has the open B string in it this time. It's a little bit different voicing of the same chord. Now the only other part of the song is a really quiet bridge section where you're not really doing any strumming patterns at all. You're just basically hitting each chord once, just strumming across it. Just letting them ring. Alright, so easy in the right hand, but we do have a little thumb chord in there I'm kind of throwing in there. So it's an A minor chord. Just strum across here. And now we have an F major 7 chord. Now the easiest way to play this is basically first fret on the B, second on the G, here with your middle finger there. Pinky is going to grab the 3rd fret on the D string. Your ring finger is going to grab the 3rd fret on the A string. And then reach your thumb over and grab the 1st fret on the low E. You have this high E string that's open, so you strum across all those. And that high E string open makes it a major 7th chord. So this will take a little to get used to. Make sure you just kind of take your wrist in the back and bend it towards your face. So that helps that thumb come over. Then we're back to the A minor. And then the G. That's the one with the 3rd fret on the B this time. Alright, so that's about it for Mr. Jones. It covers all the parts there. Hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a nice little chord workout for the kind of beginner level player. I'll see you again soon for GuitarLessons365.com.